Hey, everybody. We're going to go to Japan by way of Brooklyn, New York. I'm Dave, and this is Barber Dave's Shaves and Stuff. Hey, everybody. How you doing? Welcome to Tuesday, or in my case, Sunday. Anyways, so you heard in the intro, we're going to Japan by way of Brooklyn, New York. That only means one thing, obviously. So picture yourself walking through these wonderful, wonderful forests in Japan, and out of the mist and the cherry blossoms and all that smells and everything else. Your boy Tony goes, "Hey, look at the tree with the pink leaves." Now, that is not a derogatory remark towards anybody from Brooklyn, okay? I used to live in New York. It's fine. But, New Yorkers just, "Hey, look, there's a tree." So anyways, why are we going to Japan from Brooklyn, New York? It only means one thing. That's right, the Holy Black. And what we're using today is we're using bamboo. Now, this is a bamboo steamer, and it's got this beautiful, beautiful fragrance of cherry blossoms. There's a whole lot of stuff going on in here. I don't have the notes here with me, but I've had this for almost a year, and this has to be bowl lathered. Don't ask me how I know, but it's just a beautiful bamboo container, like a bamboo steamer, and it's just absolutely beautiful. So I did bowl lather today, so I don't know how good that's going to go. For the brush today, we're using the Sorrentino Pillars of Creation. It seems kind of Japanese, and we bowl lathered in our Captain's Choice bowl. The razor we're going to use today, we are using a Japanese Kamasori, but it is not a true Japanese Kamasori because I just was too lazy, because this is a later in the day shave. So we're going to actually use a Feather DX Kamasori. Now, I have not used this in a while. I have no idea how many shaves are on this Feather Pro Guard blade, so this could be fun. So let's see what happens. We'll go over all the other stuff later on. I know that the Holy Black is either loved or hated by their business model. I've talked about this ad nauseum, so we're not going to go into that again. All I can say is the soaps are fantastic. And like I said, I bowl lathered today, and I don't do that very often. I have a tendency to overwater, but I think I did okay this time. For those of you that like to get into Kamasori shaving, or even a good place to start for straight shaving are the Feather DX models, or even the SS models. I prefer the Titleist, obviously, but Titleist hasn't come up with a Kamasori yet. So this is obviously a shavette, but I call them, especially with the Feather and the Titleist, I call them removable blade straight razors, because they are the closest to an actual straight, I think, that you'll get. And for me, I know some people like the Feather Pro Supers. I really, really like the Feather Pro Guards. So how do you hold a Kamasori? Do you hold it like this? Do you hold it like this? Well, what I do is there is a thumb notch, and I put my thumb on that, and then I rest my pinky underneath it, and that gives me that fulcrum, that solid fulcrum edge that I need. And it allows the razor to really lock in to my hand. And usually when I'm doing this, I'll just keep it on top and just use my thumb. But these razors just require the lightest of touch. But they also do require, whether you're using regular Kamasori or a Feather, you need to make sure you have a good grip on the razor. Not tight, but just a good mechanical grip on it so you don't have it slip around. The fragrance is just beautiful. You're getting that cherry blossom, the bamboo. There's a darker note in there. Like I said, I didn't pull out the notes. But it's just absolutely wonderful. And I think that blade's in pretty good shape. Like I said, I don't know how the shaves on it, but it feels like it's in the single digits. As you can see by my Captain's Choice bowl, I have enough lather to shave probably 6 times. And that's only with a small, probably not even an almond size scoop out of this soap. So it'll last a long time. That's one thing I've noticed about the Holy Black soaps in any configuration, that they last a long time. The only negative side is once they're gone, 9 times out of 10, they're gone, unless you get them on the secondary market. But this one, in my opinion, Lavender Creeper and Tangerine Creeper are my 2 favorites. However, this is wonderful. I could very easily replace those 2 with this one and be completely happy. It's just wonderful. No music today. We're just going to go ahead and do the shaves. So we'll go from there. Now, here's where it's interesting. When you're going to do a cross, same thing. I try to lock in with that pinky underneath the end of the camisole. And actually, in some of these strokes, it's much easier because you just have a light, literally that's, really light touch. I mean, you're still going to be putting pressure, but nothing, you're letting the weight of the razor do the work. So yes, there is pressure. There's no such thing as no pressure. But you're not adding to that other than what, physically you have in your hand. You're not pushing at all. Again, just using the weight of the razor. And the thing is, it kind of like a knife. What I do is I find the center of gravity, and then I allow this to rest on my palm, and that makes it the perfect touch because it's not too heavy as far as that goes. So that makes it kind of nice. And then obviously for this stroke, I lock in again. I think the feathers are a great value. They're not inexpensive, but you get what you pay for. And if it would have never been for the Titleist unseating the feathers, I would have stayed with these constantly. But the Titleist is at a whole new level, I think. Now I'm just trying to use up soap. Actually, not too bad. I'm a terrible bowl lather because I always overwater, like I said earlier, but this one's not bad. I just prefer face lathering because I know exactly how much water, but this isn't horrible either. Same thing doing the against the grain stroke. I just let the blade just rest in my palm. And yes, I do the Gillette slide when I'm shaving with these as well, and all my straight razors. because I know that there's a lot of people that will use one part of the blade predominantly, where I try to use the whole blade, from depending on the stroke. It's either going to be from the toe, or excuse me, from the heel to the toe, or vice versa. And that's why the Gillette slide works so well for me. It's just that situational awareness of knowing where the blade is and how much blade you have. That makes it easy. And I think that one thing that I've sorely missed in straight razor shaving is using not only your hand, but your body. And for instance, because if you notice, I lock in and I move my head to the blade, not necessarily the blade to the head, which allows for a lot less chances of accidents. But then again, yesterday I weeped myself twice with a DE, so go figure. A little bit of cleanup. Now, a Camisori is the best one for the windshield wiper. Because you literally just let that thing just rest in the palm of your hand. So it's very easy to do the flat blading or flat planing, however you want to call it, with this razor as well. Okay, let's see how we did. Oh, just perfect. And the strength of scent on the bamboo is wonderful. It really, really stays strong throughout. Nothing on the alum at all. So if you've ever considered Camisori shaving, definitely consider the Feather DX or the Feather SS. They're wonderful, and no stropping, no honing, just replace the blades as needed. So it's a nice alternative. Don't forget, our 1,100 subscriber giveaway is still going until next Sunday. Go to not yesterday's video, but I think the video before that, and comment on your favorite Pink Floyd song, or if you don't like Pink Floyd, tell us why you don't like Pink Floyd. I had an interesting, I can't remember who did it, but I had an interesting comment yesterday about the fact that he didn't like Pink Floyd because where he's from in Flagstaff, Arizona, just about 200 miles north of us, they play it all the time. And I get that. You know, you get to the point where it's okay, you played it enough. Right now on TV, there's a commercial for American Dad that has Neil Diamond singing his America song, and it's just, they play it every 30 seconds, and it's like, okay, we've had enough. That was, by the way, that was Thayer's Cucumber. I figured Thayer's Cucumber fits the best for kind of an oriental theme. We'll get cleaned up here. Also, I'm sure 99.9% of you have, or at least seen, the Captain's Choice bowls. They're wonderful. I know a lot of people use that hammered Turkish copper bowl. I've never gotten one. I've thought about it, but like I said, I don't bowl lather that often. So for me to have one, may not be conducive. And the cherry and the cucumber kind of blend well together. Now, The aftershave for the Holy Black Bamboo is actually done in rice paper. This was actually beautiful, beautiful Japanese writing, but unfortunately, if you get it wet, it fades really quick. Plus, I put a reducer from an old clubbing thing because it didn't come with a reducer, and it spills quick. You know, you could almost argue that there is a plum note in here as well. It's just beautiful, but it gives you that oriental feel. So anyhow, for the razor today, we use the Feather DX Camisori with a Feather Pro Guard. We use the Holy Black Bamboo Shave Soap, the Holy Black Bamboo Aftershave. And for our talc, again, we're just going to use a neutral talc today. And Clubman. Also, if you're still watching, make sure that you join us tonight at our other channel with my partner, Nurse Dave, at Drinks and Dave. You will get notification here. You can watch it here because we haven't gotten to enough subscribers yet. So please go over there and subscribe too. Once we get to 100, we can just post it there. Got a lot of new stuff. And we're going to be talking barbecue and cooking with our buddy Jerry Stevens. So please join us if you can. That's at 6 p.m. Pacific. So join us at Drinks and Dave's, and you can watch it either here at Barber Dave Shaves and Such or over at Nurse Dave's Shaving World. And then we will upload it, and you can watch it later too. Okay, and this is kind of an odd choice for my Eau de Parfum today, and that's Penhaligon's Endymion Concentrate. It is a parfum, but it is an oriental, and it just got wonderful notes that kind of enhance the cherry and the bamboo. So this is a nice oriental floral that is really, really nice to complement the shave. Okay, that's it, folks, for day number 8 or 9 of the Imaginarium. Don't forget again, our 1100 subscriber giveaway. I'll be announcing the winner of that next week. Now, please remember, it is continental U.S. only due to some of the things that I'm going to be sending. But I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful remainder of the week. See us on Drinks and Dave's, and we'll see you again next Sunday. Hope everybody has a great day. Take care.